Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome. Welcome to another daily market update. How is everyone? Let me know. How are you? Let me see these messages. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Let's put this a little bit of music going on in the background there to give us a company. How is everyone doing? Is everyone all right? How was your day? The markets were really boring yesterday, weren't they? Not too much movements. Not a lot was going on. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Let me see some of those messages. Good morning. Good morning. Kalimera Capitano. Kalimera. Good morning. Good morning. Right, I hope everyone is doing fine. Everyone is safe. We had the CPI meetings yesterday. Today we're going to have the PPI meetings, right? So we need to be a little bit, on alert. Not high alert, but just to be ready for action. Hopefully today is going to be a better day. Yesterday it wasn't moving a lot. So yesterday in general, the last few hours, this is what we see the last few days. We see that we're trying to break the structure. We're trying to break above. It's getting rejected. Okay, so it's maintaining this. It holds below the structure, but at the same time, at least for now, it's holding above 80 to 378. Okay, so we're kind of in a range. Very quiet market yesterday. Asia did not move at all. So let's see what's going to happen later today in the US. So in 3 hours, just a bit more than 3 hours, we're going to have some news going on. Right, so let's see that the news that they're going to come up with is going to give some movement to the market. So two things we need to be careful to watch out as levels, not to be careful as danger, but for us to watch out is what's going to happen with the 82,378, okay? And what are we going to do with the 84,064? So either we're going to break structure and continue to the upside, okay? And then it would be nice for us to target the 89, or we're going to lose that support and then come down, trying to take out liquidity areas and probably target the 75. But before we're going to hit the 75, we need to break the downside, so to say. You need to break the previous low. Okay, so that local swing low, you need to break this. Okay, so you need to break that structure for you to continue down to 75. Is there any reason why we should think that we need to revisit 77 or 76 or 75? I don't really think so. Even though that, let me find the template. Let me bring. Even though that I prefer to have a body close under the CME. Okay, even though this is what I would like to see. Why? Because taking all the historical data that we have, so far I've seen that all the CME gaps have been filled with body closes. Okay, so yes, the price did reach all the way down here, just below the CME gap. So a lot of people feel that the CME gap has been filled. Okay, to me it's like only I want a body close. Now what's the difference between body close and a wick low? Okay, so the price did go lower, didn't it? It's the same thing with close as well. Okay, I'm just giving you a more solid confirmation that the price respects and closed below the CME. Okay, that's the only thing. The price already mitigated the CME, is already lower than the CME, and due to the CME, due to the imbalance, due to liquidity, you see a very quick spike up. Now, is this going to be short-lived? We don't know. We almost trying to mitigate that little gap here. There's a small gap. Again, we have a very big distance between bodies. The wicks was lower. Back in the day, the CME was that wide, and then it got pushed all the way up here. So let's see if we're going to clear this CME. I mean, you can see now that the wicks came in, and every time that the wicks come and visit this area, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like really tiny little line here. Okay. So yeah, the body, the upper CME, the body is at 87. Okay, and the lower one's 82. Let's see, we broke above the 82. That's good. Let's see what's going to happen next. But you know, a lot of people are asking, is mitigated? Kind of, yes, it is mitigated. I mean, no, we had price action come all the way below the CME, so no one can ignore this. It's just a little bit, you know, I'm quite skeptical about it, because it's not usual for Bitcoin CME to have only wick to close CME gaps. Okay, usually with the bodies. Anyway, we're going to see that later on. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to leave this to the market to show us. So yeah, it didn't move a lot. Okay, the market was really quiet, so things are very quiet as well. Nothing much is going on. So let's go and have a look. What about, you know, the information that we can get from outside? We got Fear and Greed Index on 45. Okay, what's the time here? We got officially Asia is closed. We got London, Zurich, Frankfurt open. We got Saudi Arabia, Dubai. Forex currencies, how the currencies are looking? A little bit is dropping the last days. Indices are dropping as well. Stock kind of turning around. Okay, so we see a bounce from stock. Let's see how far will it go. Commodities is pushing a little bit to the upside. Okay, so we're going to see about this one. What about the meetings? In 2:30 my local time, which is going to be in 3 hours, just less under the 3 hours, we're going to have the before the US session, we're going to have the US core PPI, month-to-month unemployment claims. As well, Britain has the GDP month-to-month. It's not going to be highly effective Bitcoin. And also 4 o'clock, just after the US session open, we're going to have the prelim consumer sentiment. Now, that is for tomorrow. Okay, so the next couple of days, we're going to, we need to see how the week is going to close. Okay, so today is only PPI. Tomorrow we got the consumer sentiment and the inflation expectations. The week later, next week, okay, Wednesday the 19th, we got the fund rates, the FOMC meeting, okay, press conference. Everything is going to be like a roller coaster. I hope so. Now, the numbers that they forecast here. Sorry, excuse me. The numbers that the forecast they have is 4.5, okay, which is exactly the same with previous. So it's stated that there's not going to be any change. Okay, so let's see how that will go. Okay, let's see next week what the actual numbers are going to be. Okay, right. Let's go have a look at the bubbles. We got Hype dropping by 10%. We got Pepe moving up by 13%. IP by 9%. Trump is on the move, 3.8. We got AVAX 646. I see NIA, I see Bera, I see TIA 536. XLM 4.1. Sonic, which is the previous Phantom, 519, CAS 635, single digit, but they move. Okay, apart from paper that is double digit. Crypto bubbles. They saying about Filecoin. Filecoin is 18%. WIF is up by 7%. Cato is about 10% up. SPX 21, Deep 12.4, ELF 36.8. BNX is dropping by -17. AKT it dropped by 10%. XCN 1.6. Bread 5.7. So yeah, slightly it's like in a balance. It's like some move, some are waiting to move. Okay, no waiting. So are we in anywhere altcoin season? No, we're not. Okay, we're stuck on the month on 35. Okay, and the bigger scale altcoin season scale is 18. Okay, so we are really heavy on Bitcoin. Now let me refresh this page. Who is trading today? Let's have a look. Right, number one still is on the spot is the Redstone. Okay, CoinGecko talks about Bera, BTC, ENA, Ethereum, Hype, Nero, Ondo, Pi, Red, Phantom, Solana, Sui, Trump, Virtual XRP. It's a big long list from CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap, a smaller list. It talks about ATH, BCH, IP, Kaito, Layer, Pi, and Red. Okay, the daily top winner so far is ELF with the enormous 30%, 36%. Okay, so it's a big deal. High trading volume: AVL, Kato, Red, Solvi, Trump, and WIF. Okay, and white Bitcoin as well. Who is moving? We're going to see them a bit later as well. Now let's go to the heat map. RSI heat map. Here's the 12 hours, and you can see that you got Layer moving, Solvi is moving very aggressively, so to say. ALCH is moving, Pepper is on the move, right? Filecoin is moving, small trails there. BNX is dropping. Okay, Rare is dropping. We gave that short out a couple of days ago, didn't we? We said that it's going to drop. What else is moving? Who is this one here? Vine is on the way down. We got Vina on the way up. We got Bread on the way up. GLM Sonic is on the way up. Okay, you got Troy. Ava AI is on the move up. So yeah, you got RSI is moving to the upside, which is good on the 12 hours. It's a very solid time frame. Do not ignore the good ones. Okay. Good time frames, the 12 hours. Let's have a look what the open interests are. Open interests are bullish, so they're going to the upside. 88.5 billion. Right, okay, liquidations. Obviously, when the price is moving up, we're going to get liquidated for the shorts, -37%, 245 million for the shorts. Okay. Now, average RSI 46.6. It's not in the middle. It's okay. It's not too bad. Is it altcoin season? No way. It's 18. Okay. Now, let's have a look. Who is on the move for the last 30 minutes? Or you can choose 30 minutes or you can choose 1 hour. It's up to you. Usually, what I like to see on the 30 minutes, anything up by 4-5% is a very strong move. Okay. So right now, JSTOL is on the move. Sand, Vid, T, VRA, C-Pool are on the move. Okay, this is on the 30 minutes. On the 1 hour, you still have again the same strong same tokens. Okay, you can use these a little bit to give you who's doing as a performance right now. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to be the full day. On the 12 hours, you've got Lai for 57%, 36 million volume. It's not a big volume there. JSTOL 110, Solvi 188 million. Okay, so you got some movements there. NS you got 15.6%, 2 million volume, very small. AVA that's doing quite well, right? It's 14% increase with a 76 million volume in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, Giga was doing very well. Well, today is retracing. Okay, 17% down. Okay, Flock is on the way down. BNX is on its way down. Vine is on its way down. Okay, on the 12 hours. Right, liquidations. Let me refresh. Let's see what's happening. The price is not moving anyway, so we got plenty of both sides. You can see here that high leverage buyers are building positions and built the positions. They entered at 79, 80, 81, 82 and goes further up. You see very strong short liquidations. They're going to take place from 84 all the way up to 85. This is a very strong area. So that's why you get a very strong rejections from these levels, because that's where all the shorts they're going to get liquidated. Okay, fear 45 is not too bad. It's better than yesterday. It's, you know, improving, so to say. People are feeling a bit more comfortable. So yeah, we moved from the extreme fear 25, 34 and 45 today. Okay, so that's it about the outside of the outsource information. Bitcoin right now, as I said, is between two zones, so we're kind of in a range. Okay, so here's your range. Okay, so we need to see what's going to happen. This is the 90-minute. We need to see what's going to happen after, well, just a little bit before the US session and after it opens. Okay, so it looks like we're holding just on the above the 50% of the range. Okay, and we need to see, you know, let me classify this as a range. There it is, a bit more darker so we can see the colors here. Okay, I can send that at the back as well. That will help visual. I'm going to send that backwards or send it to the back so the candles are more clear. So yeah, there we have it. Okay, so we got price action above the 82,000 mark. We got it's not a rejection, this 84,000. Okay, all the liquidity is over here. This is where we've seen all the shorts taking place. Okay, 84 and 85 is everything in here. So between these two zones, you've got liquidities. So you've got liquidity in here and you've got liquidity up here. Okay, so that's why we get all these rejections, right? So if that's going to get cleared later on today, and if the news are going to help, then we're going to get a push to the upside. Okay, and then we're going to take these liquidity areas away from it, from the market later on. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep it nice and short today because the market hasn't been moving. We can see other tokens as well. Doesn't the Bitcoin CME has a very small tiny CME, which is up here. Okay, it cleared that gap over here, so we've got a very tiny CME on the 84,700. Okay, other CME above, I don't think there is. I'm on the daily, I don't see any gaps. That gap has been cleared with the body close above, so that is mitigated, it's done. That gap here is got mitigated. So no, I mean, this is a little bit, you know, this is a question mark here. You know, shall we consider these mitigated 100% and forget about it to be cleared? Yes, the price did went lower, but I didn't got a body close. Okay, something which is kind of unusual for Bitcoin. Okay, but I cannot ignore the fact that the price didn't went all the way down below the CME gap, so it is mitigated. Okay, is it clear 100%? That I'm a bit skeptical. Okay, because we're not used to it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, welcome. So let's have a look a little bit on ETH as well at the same time. For those people that they're following, let's say what we're doing inside the Discord as well, the Monday range. I have this chart here, which is again Bitcoin on the Monday range. Okay, very similar to what we've seen before. Before it's just clean gangster fib levels. This one here is more based on the daily, weekly, and monthly range. This is the Monday range. The opening happened up here to 83,702. Currently the price is below the opening. Okay, it gets defended, let's say get rejected from the Monday high again. Okay, and we're hovering in these levels now, and we need to see what's going to happen later on the US. Either we're going to break the Monday high and continue to the upside and target towards the weekly mid, okay, or it's going to drop and come down again to the Monday open, and possibly, if it's not going to get bounced, because yesterday it bounced very strongly on the Monday open, but if it doesn't get bounced, then we're going to target the Monday mid and weekly low, which can happen to be very strong confluence zones, both of them at the same level. Okay, so this is it about the Monday range. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, so you're seeing that people pay attention to the Monday range, because majority of the time Bitcoin or any chart it's been, the whole week it's been within the Monday range. This is your Monday high and this is your Monday low. Okay, it's already Thursday and this is where we are within these levels. Okay, let's have a look a little bit on Ethereum. Let's have a look on Ethereum. Here we are. Ethereum, again, we were paying attention from Monday that if Ethereum wanted to go higher, it needed to break structure. If it wanted to go lower, it had to break that structure, which it did. Okay, so it broke structure, so it went lower, and now we found ourselves in the Gangster Flip level at 1,881. Okay, so is this going to be the new support? So far it looks like going to be the new support area, but again, even though it's creating a flag, so you can approach this with two different styles. Either you're going to stay to horizontals, maintain that horizontal mentality, so you say this is my range. Okay, it came all the way down, bounced here, and then it bounced all the way up there. So you can technically say this is my top of the range, this is the bottom of the range, and that's where we are. Okay, or you can approach it with diagonal lines and say, hey, this is like squeezing up, I got kind of a flag. Okay, so you're just wondering what's going to happen. Now, because in the downtrend, majority of the people, they're going to say, oh, we're going to have, this is going to be a bearish flag, so we're going to see a continuation. But there's a possibility as well that it's going to break above, so you're going to get a reversal. Okay, now either case, if you wanted to tighten that range, you can do. Okay, you can make it a little bit more tighter and say that I'm going to use this bounce and that bounce, so the first bounce on the downside and the first bounce on the top side. Okay, then you can say, you can approach these in two ways. So either you're gonna get a break to the outside and then get a rejection above the range. Okay, that's your first scenario for you to go longs, or continuation, you're gonna lose that 50% of that range. Okay, which currently sitting exactly on the 50%. So you're gonna break out all the range, get rejected, and then continue to the downside. So these are the two scenarios, okay, on the horizontal. It's up to you which one you want to use. Do you prefer the flags, the diagonals? It's fine. Do you prefer horizontals? Then you can use the range. Okay, it's up to you. We are on the Gangster Flip level anyway. Okay, so 1,877. So is this the time for to turn around? Well, so far still down trading. Okay, that doesn't mean this is not the right level for Ethereum to turn around. Of course it is. Okay, right, that's it about Ethereum. Is there any other tokens that you would like to have a look at? Shall I pull out like Pepe and IP because are moving? We see it on the website over there on the high trading volumes. It's up to you. What was it? Let's have a look. Trading coins. Would you like to chart any of these, like WIF, AVL maybe? Let's have a look on the AVL. Here's Avalon. Right, I got a big impulse. Let me go to 12 hours. Let's see the whole picture, what's going on. You can see that, okay, it had a major wick over there. Okay, I'm going to ignore that a little bit. And then I'm going to use the last impulse. So it goes up, comes down, and then since then it went up. So I'm going to use the last impulse. This is the lowest, this is the highest. Break that down. Come back to 90 minutes and let's have a look what's going on. How much did it go up? It went up by 141%. And how much did it drop? From here to there, it dropped all the way down by 40%, and we're sitting at 36%. Okay, so it lost a 50%, and we're just under on 0.48. Now, the direction of Avalon right now is on a downtrend. Okay, let's bring on the 12 hours. Let's have a look on the 12 hours if we can get some information on the 12 hours. The stochastic RSI. Stochastic RSI is at the very bottom, which is very good news for you to see if it's going to smooth out. And then if you get the price action, it's going to get pushed to the upside. Then possibly you're going to see a cross up, and maybe you're going to see a reversal, possibly. Okay, but we don't have a cross up yet event. Okay, so we need to rely on the gangster fib level here and see if AVL it is strong enough to claim levels. Okay, so let's go down to 22 minutes to have a closer look. Okay, so what do we want to see? We want to see that it can claim 0.48. Okay, and gain acceptance and stay above. That's what we want. Okay, if you want to see things moving higher, you need to target these low highs, break the structure. Well, before you're going to break the structure, you need to claim 0.48. Okay, so take this as your swing high, swing low, local swing high, swing low. So if AVL is strong enough to go higher, it needs to claim these levels and break structure. Or it's not going to be strong enough, it's going to lose it and start breaking the levels to continue to the downside. Okay, overall it's in a downtrend. Okay, you can say currently, let's say, like, you know, for the past few hours we are in the range. Okay, but we lost the range, it got in and lost it again. It's trying to go in slightly, you know, very slowly. It's trying to give a parallel channel, create a parallel channel and trying to go up. Okay, we cannot ignore this. Like it's attempting, it's trying. Okay, so there you have it. Let me see if I can get a confluence from other levels as well. That looks okay. Somewhere there. There you have it. So you have, you know, it's trying to attempt to go higher and higher. Okay, so basically, you know, the main idea is you need to get evidence, right, a proof that it can flip the resistance to support, because it got rejected once, twice, 3 times, maybe the 4th time it's going to come up, get confirmation, get a support, and then maybe it's going to continue to the upside, and then you're going to target these liquidity zones, these swing highs. Okay, it's going to be a lot of liquidity, so see how far will it go. Be ready to take some profits on the way up, then it's going to do a small retracement, and then maybe it's going to continue to the upside. That is one scenario. Another scenario is that it's going to get rejected strongly, it cannot claim these levels, and then it's going to come back to the bottom of the channel, and then maybe it's going to break these structures and then continue and head down to 43. Okay, so you own the gangster fib, you've got plenty of information, you have a plan, you know what to do if it goes up, you know what to do when it's going down. Okay, what was the other one? Cato, we're going to do Cato as well. There we are. Let's go to Cato. Cato had a nice move to the upside. This is 22 minutes. Let's have a look on a bigger scale, 12 hours. Okay, still in a correction. Okay, the question is, can you break the structure? Okay, now if you take the path tool and follow the lines. Okay, this is a correction. It got pushed all the way up here, comes down, it's giving you a high low, everything is looking okay, normal, comes up here, it's giving you a lower high. This is the moment, then comes down, breaks that structure, comes all the way down here. Okay, it gets pushed all the way up here, and then comes down, pushed all the way up there, comes down, and the question is, are we going to move higher? For you to get moving higher, you need to break that structure. Okay, so far you're still in the downtrend, you find the support these levels. The question is, are we going to see a reversal happening from this point onwards, or is that like a relief rally, and is it going to come down and continue to the downside? Okay, so your structure is your previous swing highs and swing lows. Okay, so far this is my swing low, and you're in between. Okay, so I'm going to keep these yellow lines there as a reminder to help people. Okay, swing high, swing low. Let's do now an impulse. This is a down impulse. It's ongoing. I cannot use that. Let me try and get the beginning of that impulse. Okay, the price came up to this point and then came down. So this is a swing low, and this is the impulse. Okay, I'm not using the 3 weeks here, the 3 candles before that. I'm not using those because I don't know where they're coming from. Okay, is it the price was coming like this and then pushed up here, or was it coming from lower? I don't know. Okay, I don't have history. So all I know, it reached the top here and then came back to the bottom, and then since then I got an impulse. Okay, so I'm going to use a correction from here. Okay, expand that. Here we are. Okay, this is the 12 hours. Now I can use extensions as well if you want. It's not going to make any difference, but let me use the extension number 1, make it again a bit stronger so you can see. There it is. Okay, this is the 12 hours. Okay, we got on the 12 hour stochastic RSI, we got a cross up, it's pushing up. RSI kind of flat, right? It's not, I mean, it was pushing to the upside and did not manage to break the previous highs and turning down. So we may have a little bit correction here. So we got a rejection at 155. We're going to see this a bit closely. So let's go down to 90 minutes. There you have it. Okay, so for you to break structure on a bigger scale, on the 12 hours, you need to break these highs. So you need to claim 174 on the bigger scale. Okay, now on the smaller scale, you can see that your previous highs were here. Okay, we're here, and you see that you passed that level. Okay, so that's why you see on the 12 hours stochastic RSI a close up. Okay, but now it got defended. Okay, it got rejected. It can now claim 155 and it's pushing down, and that's why you see the RSI coming down as well. Stochastic RSI gave you a cross up because of this nice impulse move. You see that it broke the local structure on the 19 minutes. Okay, but on the 12 hours, on the bigger picture, it still has a lot of way to go. Here we are. I'm going to expand, give some more room. There you have it. So you see that it was bouncing left, right, center from these levels, and then finally pushed to the upside. We got rejected. Now the question is, are we going to stay, let's say, roughly on the 50% of that range? So I assume 50% is that level there. So I'm going to do that light red. Okay, a light red. So that kind of is the 50%. Let me see if that's going to be the 50%. I'll do this by eye. Let me use a ruler and see how far off we are. Okay, so the 50% is a little bit higher. So here's your 50%, around that area. You can break it with another gangster flip, of course you can. Okay, so the question now is, if that move is legit, so to say, we would like to see that it's going to hold above that 50% and then trying to claim that level again. That is going to be a nice bullish scenario, right? A healthy correction and then push to the upside. Okay, you have a strong support here. You can see resistance here. You can see support here, okay, another support there. So it is a key level, okay. So let's see if that 50% is going to be strong enough to hold Kato and try again, and possibly this is the beginning of the reversal and trying to break structure on the 12-hour. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now you need to be careful on the 50 what's going to happen. You may have a small position, right, just in case it goes up. If it goes down and breaks the 50%, then you can close the position or reverse the position and go short, because maybe it wants to go all the way down to 135. Okay, watch out for the liquidity that sits here. Okay, that imbalance is being mitigated. Okay, the price came here before, it mitigated that imbalance, it came down, so that doesn't have any influence anymore. You have a support here, you've got some liquidity sitting here, so watch out for the liquidity sweep if it's going to happen. You may have a small deviation, so that's why I say to you, just a little bit, be cautious, have a small position, or wait to see if you're going to get the liquidity sweep and then turn around. Okay, this is the things that you need to watch out when you trade. Nice and easy and slow. Take things slow. Okay, 22 minutes. Let me go back to 45. We lost the 50% line here. That's due to visibility sometimes. So you go to visibility, make sure that there it is on the minutes. It was only visible to 15. Okay. All right. It was using a previous template. That's why. Okay. And the same thing with the yellow lines. It's a template that I have only for the 15-minute time frames. Okay. That's way for you to keep your charts clean when you move from time to time frames. You go small time frames and you have lots of lines. When you go to higher time frames, you don't want to be all cluttered, all messy. You can change that with the visibility. Now, if I go to smaller time frames, I should be able to still be able here to see them. Here they are. Here's your 50%. Okay, so just make sure that you stay above these lines. Okay, and you can mark a little area and say, hey, this is my last high, this is my last low, this is like kind of small cluster. Okay, for me to be safe, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to wait for the breakout and continuation, or I'm going to lose the breakout, rejection, and then continue to the downside. You can do this as well. Okay, on the 5 minutes, it's going to give you a better range for you to watch out. You're going to do the same thing. You're not going to trade the 5 minutes. It's for you to get your entries. Okay, you need to see a breakout and continuation. Okay, you need to see that level here is going to hold that 50%. It's going to hold the price, and you're going to target higher levels. Okay, you're not trading the 5 minutes. You're just observing the cluster here, the small range for you to have your conditions, your entry conditions. Okay, so break, retest, continue to the upside. Okay. Right, someone said about Doge. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look on Doge. Crypto Doge. Is Doge printing a bullish divergence? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, let's zoom out a little bit. 4 hours. All right. Okay. So Doge, we had a pullback, the scale of almost 70%. That is brutal. 70% down. Okay. It sounds like someone got trapped in spot 2 years ago. It went that bad. 70% down. Obviously, it's not old season. No wonders. Right. Okay. This is it. We lost against 0.18. Okay, and it's trying to push up now, but the question is this support is going to be flipped as resistance? Okay, we had a small retest here. Okay, on the 12 hours, and the question is, are we going to attack this and reclaim it? Okay, is Doge turning? Now let's bring the indicators as well for help. You already have a cross up. The stochastic RSI is pushing up, RSI is trying to push up. the ASO is telling you that maybe the down push, the local down push is over here. Maybe, why not? On 12 hours is not a bad time frame. Let's see about bullish divergence. Yes, kind of on the daily, you do have a daily hidden bullish divergence. Okay, all your lows are getting higher, where on the price action you have, giving you a lower low. Okay, so it's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's looking like this is going to be a hidden bullish divergence. Now, all you need to see, okay, you get the heads up, so to say, from the indicators. Okay, the divergence, you can see them on stochastic RSI and RSI. Okay, when you see both of them, it's kind of telling you that the twin methods, the two stochastic RSI is giving you the same story, so one validates the other. So so Doge, for you get the signal, the possibility that you have the hidden bullish divergence. All you need now, price action to confirm this. Okay, so you need to claim 0.181. Go down to 90 minutes. Okay, a smaller time frame. Okay, it's not bad for you to see. So you see that Doge is trying to push up to the upside. It's fine, just be careful. Okay, you are in an area of rejection. Okay, so if someone's to jump in very small time frame, maybe for short term, to go all the way up here, be my guest. And what's the distance here from there to that? No, that wasn't a measurement tool, sorry. It's a 6% move to the upside from here to there, where it is. Okay, if you want to break these two zones, for you to have a better understanding of what's going on with the levels, to see on the map where are your key levels, rejection points and stuff like that. So I'm going to use the 8. I'm going to use two zones, two lanes together. Let me fix the numbers to make sure that they are aligned. So that has to be 3198, and the bottom one has to be 3100. So now that the numbers are aligned, let me get rid of the overlapping lines. So I don't need the green one, we don't need the red one, it's overlapping, it's green. And for me to remind me this is minor internal structure, then I can make the lines to be dotted, right, or slashed, whatever you like. So technically, let's where Doge is claiming levels, the minor levels. Okay, so you claim 0.16 and it's trying to push to the upside. Now, for you on the smaller time frame, what do you want to see? To be honest, you want to see, okay, that it's gonna respect these zones. Okay, so you're gonna have this range. Okay, that was a common rejection point. All of these areas there are common rejection points. You're inside the range, a small deviation, now it's trying to break out. Someone that is looking Doge right now, and he's not currently in the trade, so you need to get confirmation that you're going to break that range, which means you're claiming this level and you're heading towards the upside. And once you're going to flip that, then most possibly your bullish divergence is going to play out. Okay, now when you see a bullish divergence on the daily, it's going to take some time to play out. Okay, it's not going to play in the next 5-10 minutes, it's going to play out for the next 1-2 days. Okay, so this is about Doge. It's looking quite well. It's still in a downtrend. It's trying to reclaim. It's doing a good, decent, attempt. It's trying to reclaim. It's trying to turn things around. You can use the power channel if you wish. Okay, to keep things intact. Okay, you had the deviations. Okay, this happens sometimes. Liquidity sweeps comes all the way that it kills all your plan. It kills all your TA. But that's nothing to do with you, okay, or with your TA or with your strategy. It's just the market is moving left, right, center. Okay, the markets are running on algo. They want to do things unpredictably to grab money. Okay, if everything was predictable, then everyone will be millionaire. Okay, the market will be boring. Kalimera for everyone. You're more than welcome. Okay, cool. Right, cool. That's it about Doge. You say about SUI and cash. Okay, let's have a look on SUI. Right. SUI again, still in the downtrend. Is doing another rally. Is that going to be a relief rally, or is it going to be a point of turnaround? Everything is possible, everything is on the table, but so far what do we see? See the bigger picture, guys. Okay, you need to use a little bit higher time frame for you to just to be touch ground, touch your grounds and see what's going on here. Okay, all I have to do is update the lines. I don't need to redo my approach. There it is. So SUI right now is the question that is this just a relief rally, or is this witnessing a turnaround? Okay, so you need to claim these levels and stay above of $2.30 for you to come up and start breaking structures and stuff like that. Okay, that imbalance kind of got pushed down. Okay, that was the reason that it did not let the price to come above, is that imbalance was pushing things down. You got liquidity up here. Okay, so you're gonna get rejected on 245, so you need to be careful in this area. So you need to claim these levels, and next you need to see what you're gonna do with 245 according to your style, according to your time frames. I'm a swing trader, so I usually watch like 12 hours. I see the big picture. Going back to 12 hours, there it is. We have a down channel, a big down channel a long time ago. It was only visible on the 12 hours. It's still in the down channel, so let's bring the indicators. Yes, you have a close up on the 12 hours, but look at that, it's coming lower and lower, right? So you need to see what's going to happen with this one. The same thing with RSI as well. RSI is getting lower and lower. Okay, so yeah, locally this is the bottom, but is SUI ready to break out from this channel? Okay, first you need to claim 230. Secondly, you need to on the bigger picture, you need to break the structure. Okay, the swing high, that was a swing high, it came all the way down here low, so you need to break out of the channel. But until that happens, okay, you've got plenty of time. You can see things a bit earlier. You need to claim levels one by one until you're going to reach the 290, which is the top of the channel, right? So you need to get out, claim this level, right? Claim this level, see what's going to do with the imbalance. You get influence, you get a little bit choppy here, then try to grab liquidity and stay above 290. That will be, you're going to be out of that big 12-hour channel. Okay, until then, step by step, level by level. Okay, all you have to do is check yourself with that checklist. What are we doing with 230? What are we going to do with the 245? What are we going to do with the 260? You just go step by step. If you see struggle here, that is because of the liquidity over here, and you may get rejected. So if someone's doing a short-term trade from here to there, it's fine. What's the percentage of that? From here to there, it's at 6.7. So if you do that on 10x, that's 67%. If you do that with less 5x, that's 30%. It's not too bad. Okay, you just go level by level and see if this is going to be a relief rally, or it's going to be like a reversal, or it's going to be just, it's going to come up here, get exhausted, and then turn around. Okay, that's about SUI. What was the other one? H-bar or CAS. Okay, let's have a look on CAS. Here we are. Let's have a look. Let's go to 12 hours. That's my first time frame. What do you see? You see a downtrend. Okay, it's still on the downtrend. Okay, so go even on the weekly, find a nice impulse. What impulse will I use? I can use that big first impulse, and then I can use extensions. It's going to be fine. So let me use that impulse over here. Now this is on the weekly now, so it's a big time frame. So I'm going to use extension number 2. I'm going to reverse that style, reverse, make it a bit bolder, the lines, and then try to expand the lines. That's about there. Go down to daily. Here we are. Price action does respect the lines. Yes, it does. That was a 50% line. Very strong. Push all the way up there to 100. Okay, comes down. Rejection just before the other red line there. Okay, so yeah, currently is in a downtrend. Okay, even on the daily, is on a downtrend. It found support on 0.55, and the question is, can it hold 0.69? Okay, 12 hours. Let's say the indicators telling you that is already in the overbought territory. The fast line is 98. The slow line is 94. RSI is picking up. ASI is telling you that the local bottom is here, possibly. Okay, so the indicators are looking good. Now you just need the price action to behave and stay above 0.69. You need to stay above here and treat this as a support for you to go higher. Okay, and then possibly, you can break this trend and get out. Maybe this is the beginning of the reversals. Right, this is the structure that you need to break. Okay, so you need to break the structure here. I mean, I can do that with a line. There it is. This is your previous high. Okay, 4 reversals, especially on the 1 hour, 4 hours. Usually you need to get a body. I mean, let me go to 4 hours. Okay, no bodies broken above, no bodies closed above, so the structure yet has not got broken. You got a week, you got an attempt, but it's only a week. Okay, it comes down and second attempt and you see a struggle. You need to see a body close to confirm that the beginning of the reversals, okay, that you're breaking structure. So you need to get a body, then come back, treat this area as a support, get a boss, and then maybe you kind of come back to retest, get these areas. It's like ABC away, ABC towards it, and then you need to do maybe a liquidity sweep, make sure that you're holding this as a support, and then it's going to turn around at a big time. Okay, so yeah, yet it hasn't broken the structure. It's on its way to do so. Okay, let's go back to 19 minutes. So yeah, just need to make sure that you're holding 0.069. Okay, so cash, possibly this is the time that it wants to turn around. Okay, but you need to get solid information. You need to get solid support. That's all it matters. Okay, what it matters right now is for you to break this structure with bodies on the 4 hour. You need bodies close above. Okay, for you to get the change of the direction, the TC, trend change or chalk, change of character, whichever you like. This is market structure, thesis here. You're looking, you go step by step, but also you're looking the structure is going to be weak, it's going to be strong. What's going to happen? Do we see continuation, or we're going to see rejections? And then, if you cannot break the structure, then you cannot really hope for the upside. Yeah, you see weakness, that this is a high, this is a low high. What's going to happen, right? Yes, you get these lows getting higher, but if it doesn't break, if it's weak, then it's going to come down again. Okay, and then it's going to continue to the downside. Still, you're coming from a downside trend. Okay, this is a relief rally or is a reversal? It's always the same questions, guys. Go level by level, find the structures, trying to understand what is going on, what is happening. Okay, 90 minutes, 45 minutes is a good time frame for you to have a closer look. Okay, that is about cash. Let's do H bar, and I'm gonna stop here on the H bar. H bar is gonna be the last one for today. Let's have a look. Okay, very choppy on H bar. What is going on? Right, look at that. We're watching these levels. It broke them. Okay, You see, that was a rejection point. It got multiple rejections, and then finally went above. It could not sustain. You know, it's trying to claim 0.21. It did not sustain. It came all the way back. Okay. Let me clear this noise here. Right? It got bounced from these levels. We're watching these levels here. Look at that, how beautiful it bounced from these levels. Okay, look at that. It came here and bounced from these levels. That's why it's very important for you to mark them out, for you to understand, okay, what the price action is doing. Here we are. Let me extend the lines a little bit. So once again, after that choppiness going on, nonsense business, okay, we want to see that it can claim, okay, the 0.19, so 19, well, almost 20 cents, okay. So we would like to see that it's going to claim this. It's going to try again. Now it's got plenty of imbalances going on here, so it's going to be a little bit struggling, not choppy, but struggling to get through. But once it's going to get through, next thing you need to make sure that you can claim and sustain 21. Okay, so far you're dealing with 19. If it's going to fail this one, okay, let's say that's going to get rejected, then that was a little bit nonsense. Okay, too much choppiness. I think this kind of price action, with the way it is, it killed a lot of people. Okay, it killed a lot of cash, or sorry, H-bar supporters. You know, it's nerve breaking. Okay, so you need to make sure that you come in, claim these levels, and then trying to break out of that range again, but stay out of it. Okay, you need to break out, find the support outside the range, trying to claim these levels, finding your support, and carry on. Okay, you're gonna have some difficulties. These levels over there, there's liquidity up there, so watch out. Okay, just be careful, go slow, and you know, remember, on the bigger picture, you're still, I mean, this is not a very strong trend line. It's only got 2 touches. Minimum is supposed to be 3 touches. Can I use that trend line? Yeah, yes and no. You can, but what are you going to do with this price action? Are you going to ignore it completely? So yeah, a bit choppy going on, you know, choppiness in H-bar, a bit aggressive. You need to approach this with really low leverage, so to say. You go in with 2x, because every time that jumps from there to down here is a 10% move, right? So even if you go with 5x, that is a 50% drop. It's too big, too great. So you can start that with 2x, 3x maybe, right, to clear the zones, right? And then obviously later you can increase. It's fine. Okay, you can do this. Start slow to avoid all this nonsense. All right, clear these levels until you get nice clean trends. We need, as traders, nice clean trends. Okay, you need these kind of price action, nice and clean. When it becomes like this is where the retailers are coming and fighting. Okay, this is a nice clean price action. Wells took the profit, comes down, it gets noticed by the retailers find support, they're trying to go in, and they're fighting with each other. They're creating liquidity for the wells to get out even more. Okay, so you need, you see, nice and clean price action. No one was interested here. Here, that it bounced very strongly here. Oh, it's bouncing, this is it, we're going in. Retailers comes in again. So yeah, trying to understand the, not the shapes, but the how the masses of the candles are forming right next to each other. Okay, so when you get all this nonsense, all this noise, you need to understand that it's a lot of retailers coming in and they're trying to jump in left, right, center. Okay, when you have these nice clean patterns like this one here, candles, this is majority of the wells that they got in, they push the price up, and no one is fighting. Okay, everyone's enjoying the ride to the upside. Okay, they got a big wick. That was the first warning that someone was selling aggressively. It got pushed, and then that was it. When this is where everybody starts selling. Okay, and you see nice clean price action to the downside. Here, just retailers. Why? Because they found a support. Okay, they said, oh, this is it, we're going in, we're going long, we're going to continue. Look at that, it's low, okay, a high low, we're going for the high, and this is a big fight going on. Obviously the whales had a different story. They're already selling anyway, so every time that price goes up, whales are taking liquidity out. Okay, again, here is retailers are fighting. Okay, when they're going to get exhausted, when they're going to be wiped out, when they're going to lose interest, you're going to see nice clean patterns, nice candles move to the upside. Right, my alarm goes off. Thank you very much. That was the last one anyway, so that was 8 bar is the last one. So once again, thank you very much for being here with me for another market update. It's Thursday today. Be careful, right? The markets did not move a lot. I mean, let's go back to Bitcoin. You see, it's very, very slow. That's the opening. We're not too far away from the opening. We're bouncing up and right, just waiting for the US. Right. I'm going to wish you to have a good rest of the day. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being patient. If you need more questions, be my guest and come inside the Discord. And until tomorrow, which is going to be the next market update, it's going to be Friday. I'm going to wish you a happy day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Safe trading, go easy, use low leverage to get out of the noise and the choppiness, so to say, is rumbling right now. Today is very quiet. The markets are very quiet. US was quiet, Asia was quiet. It's like the silence you get before the storm. So watch out. Don't get caught. Right? If you want to, either way that it wants to go. Okay, just use low leverage for you to make it out, to survive, so to say. And once the storm is going to be away and the market is going to move towards the direction that you want, then you can increase later the position and leverage, and you're going to be fine. Okay, don't try to catch it with 20% on a high time frame. Like, I'm going in now on 25x for me to go 10% up. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to be that easy. The markets are not going to let you do this. Right, okay, that's it from me today, guys. Have a nice one.